Medical revalidation of Puerto Rico, clinical vignette on mortality rate calculation. Clinical vignette. A hospital in Puerto Rico is investigating the mortality rate for septic shock in its ICU. Over the course of 1 year, the hospital admits 500 patients with septic shock. By the end of the year, 150 of these patients die due to complications. Question: what is the mortality rate for septic shock in this ICU? A, 15%, B, 25%, C, D, 50%. Correct answer, C, 30%. Explanation: the mortality rate is calculated as text mortality rate equals number of deaths, text total population at risk, right, times 100, equal to FLAFD 500, pint, times percent, times 100. This means that 30% of septic shock patients admitted to the ICU died within the year. Why not the other options? A, 15 cent would correspond to 75 deaths, incorrect. B, 25 cent would correspond to 125 deaths, incorrect. D, 50% would correspond to 250 deaths, incorrect. Types of mortality rates. Type of definition, incorrect. Crude mortality rate, deaths from all causes per total population. Deaths per 1,000 people in Puerto Rico. Cause-specific mortality rate, deaths from a specific disease per total population. Deaths from septic shock per 100,000 people. Case fatality rate, CFR, deaths from a disease per number of affected patients. Deaths from septic shock per septic shock patients. Infant mortality rate, deaths of infants per 1,000 live births. Deaths in infants 1 year per 1,000 births. Would you like a diagram illustrating mortality rate calculation?